All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're listening from. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I apologize for that little delay. Unfortunately, sometimes YouTube will not let me skip the ads that happen at the very beginning of the video. It is what it is. We are here now. Again, I want to thank you all so much for joining me on this morning stream. It is currently 8:40 a.m. where I am. Remember, we're in Canada Eastern Standard Time. Again, not the earliest stream, but I thought I would come on and speak with you guys just because it has been a little bit of time since my last live stream. We could get into that. We could, have a whole live stream, a live discussion on why that is. But for now, I think the important thing is that we are here, we are back, and we're going to be getting on a regular schedule. Thank you so much, Flex and Flash. I like the name. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Great to see you in chat, and thank you everyone else who is flooding into the stream right now. I really do appreciate it. So again, big shout out to everyone who's going to be listening to this later on. Big shout out to everyone who's listening to it right now. Again, it's been a little bit of time, and I had some extra time this morning. It's going to be a shorter stream, but still lots of information coming at you guys. A little bit of a shorter stream, but we'll get back into our 2.5 hour live streams very, very shortly. Probably, I would say, Wednesday might be the goal. I think Thursday would be another really good goal. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we can shoot for it on those days. The important thing is that we are back. All right, we are back, and we are making not only daily videos, but getting into these live streams as well, because I've been getting a ton of messages, a ton of emails from people who really, really wanted these live streams back. And trust me, I wanted to get on here. I wanted to make sure that I started these live streams answering your guys' questions, picking a topic, discussing about that topic, and giving you guys some good, valuable information as best that I can. 8:40. I'm here in the US. I need advice on health food choices. Very good, Flex and Flash. We'll get into that. Awesome. I think that's one of the most important things for weight loss. You guys see the title of the video, of the live chat. Lose weight and keep it off by doing this daily. Now, we'll talk about what this is. And it's often overlooked. A lot of the times, as I point out to you guys, you will see videos on YouTube that will talk about certain drinks, certain foods that will help with, one, fat loss, specifically fat loss. That's really what everyone's looking for. We don't look for videos too often that are talking about muscle mass loss, but specifically fat loss, and even maybe more specifically, weight loss. What I want to tell you guys is you have to be careful with those videos, and the reason why, there is no magic drink, there is no magic food that is going to specifically help you to lose weight, and not only to lose weight, but to keep it off. That's the first important thing. Yes, healthy food choices are definitely a very important part of losing weight and keeping it off. But if we want to lose weight and we want to keep it off, the one thing that we have to do daily, guys, we're going to get right into it right now. Write it down if you need to. Maybe write it down as a constant reminder. We need to be, and I am specifically emphasizing, need to be in a calorie deficit. We can't be at a calorie maintenance, and we certainly do not want to be in a calorie surplus. If we are in a maintenance of calories, so let's say that you are BMR. This is why I work with individuals one-on-one. This is what I do on a daily basis. It's how I make my living. We figure out your BMR, so your basal metabolic rate. We add in your daily activity. Say you work construction, right? Say you're active throughout the day. Say you're working out a couple times a week, maybe daily. We take your BMR, we add in that extra amount of calories that you're burning, and what we do is we figure out your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. That is the number that you need to be under in order to lose weight. A lot of people will take their BMR, their basal metabolic rate, and use that as sort of the number that they shoot for. Your BMR might be 1,500 calories, but you take into consideration the amount of calories that you're burning per day. So let's say it bumps up to 2,000. That is the number that you need to be under. If you're under your basal metabolic rate, you're either one, very, very restricted, or you're in the gym quite often, working out probably almost every single day. So when very fortunate, lucky, and it's been great working with a number of different individuals from the channel, figuring that out and building a diet. And remember, diet does not have to mean specifically weight loss. Really what I mean by that is we're talking about what we're eating on a daily basis, and the health food choices that Flex and Flash brought up are going to help with that weight loss and keep it off. But the most important thing, guys, the thing that we have to do every day, all right, if you're trying to lose weight, all right, if you're not trying to lose weight, if you're trying to maintain or even gain weight, we don't need to do this. But if you are trying to take the steps into losing weight, changing your body composition, all right, so losing fat, maybe gaining muscle, then we need to be in a calorie deficit. It's the most important thing, guys, all right? And with all of my clients, again, this is what I do every single day. Over the weekend, I was creating meal plans and figuring out TDEE numbers for different clients, new clients that are signing up. We need to be in a calorie deficit, and we can do that a number of different ways. A lot of people will ask me, well, Coach Nate, how do we get into a calorie deficit? Before I get into that, let me just look at chat here. If you're in chat, say hi, guys, because it's been a while. I'd like to see who's in chat right now. Let me know where you're listening from. Flex and Flash in the USA, great to have you here. Let me know where everyone else is listening from. Again, this is going to be a little bit of a quicker discussion, more of an intro, more of letting you guys know that the streams are coming back full time. We're getting back into the daily videos as well. I have to avoid vitamin K. Yeah, absolutely, Flex and Flash. Depending on some medications, I mean, there's things that we need to avoid. Certain vitamins, certain minerals, even essential vitamins and minerals sometimes. Again, of course, listen to your medical practitioner. But another big one is going to be things like grapefruit that we can't have. Certain citrus fruits if we're on certain medications. So absolutely. Be careful. Make sure that we're not having foods that are going to interact negatively with certain medications that you are taking. And again, make sure you're listening to your medical practitioner. So let me know in chat, who's listening. I know we got this up a little bit later. I wasn't able to give you guys too much time, but I thought I'd get on here real quick just because I had the time this morning before my first client. And so I just wanted to make sure that we got on here. But a lot of people will come on, or they'll message me, or, even doing my consultations. It's how do we get into a calorie deficit, Coach Nate? Well, there's two ways that we can do it. Well, at least two important ways that we can do it. One, we can eat fewer calories. All right, so to get into a calorie deficit, we can eat fewer calories. Now, does that mean you have to eat less and less? Not necessarily. I think what Flex and Flash brought up is if you make healthy food choices, you might actually be able to eat more. Again, we think, what are we eating? All right, are we eating fast food? Because if we're having fast food, or let's say a lot of people enjoy Starbucks, all right, if it's a sugary drink, all right, if they're getting a sandwich, something that they think is very, very healthy, it's going to be high in calories, guys. If we're having a large coffee with a bunch of sugar in it, if we're having, those sandwiches which are going to have a ton of calories in it, a lot of the times your breakfast, just by having those two things, right, a lot of times I might even throw one other thing into it. I'll look at people's food journals, they'll calculate it, maybe use an app. I know it's very easy for me to calculate. I've seen it so many times, but sometimes you might rack up just in that breakfast, up to 800 to 1,000 calories right there, just based off your drink. All right, like a Frappuccino, guys, is going to be hundreds and hundreds of calories and basically zero nutrients. Yes, it might taste good, all right, but is it going to help keep you in a calorie deficit? Absolutely not. And you're going to not be able to eat as much food than if, let's say, you're having a hard-boiled egg, some oatmeal, right, in the morning, tons of nutrition, protein, healthy fats, good source of complex carbohydrates, fiber, and nutrients. A lot of people will say to me as well, kind of sounds a little bit boring, right? A hard-boiled egg and oatmeal. Well, there's tons of oatmeal recipes out there, which I think are absolutely delicious. Not a huge fan of the overnight oats, a lot of carbs, not a ton of other healthy fats, not a ton of nutrients in those. A lot of the times there's going to be a lot of extra sugar added to that. So I think if you can make it in the morning, that's best. But again, tons of healthy recipes. Oatmeal with a little bit of apple and cinnamon, all right, maybe a teaspoon of honey, absolutely delicious. You don't need those high calorie overnight oats or go out and buy. Susan H., great to see you. Thank you so much for posting in chat. Great to have you back in here. It's awesome seeing familiar faces off, and it would be great to see some new faces in here as well. So let me know where you're listening from. Say hi in chat, guys. I really do appreciate it. So that's one way to do it, guys. Make sure that we're eating a calorie deficit. We can do that by eating fewer calories. And again, the healthier choices, like Flex and Flash is bringing up, the healthier choices we make, the more food you can have. If you look at, like, let's say 500 calories worth of what a lot of people will do at nighttime is sort of have their cheat meals or those late night snacks. So your chips and things of that nature. We don't even need to look at that. But if we look at a meal like, let's say, chicken, and again, you don't have to eat boring, plain, regular chicken. You can spice it up a little bit. You can make a nice little recipe. Make sure it tastes good, or else you're not going to want to stick to it. But if you look at, like, let's say 500 calories worth of chicken breasts, maybe some complex carbohydrate, whether it be sweet potato, whether it be a rice variety, could be a number of different ones, brown rice, jasmine rice, right? And maybe you have some avocado to the side. If you look at 500 calories worth of that on a plate versus, like, let's say some sort of fast food sandwich, the difference in quantity of that food is going to be absolutely incredible. Some of you won't believe it. The amount of food you'll have on that plate if you're making healthy food choices. And again, we want those healthy food choices to taste good, because if they're not tasting good and you're not enjoying it, you're not going to be sticking to that diet. But what I'll have is a lot of times people, going out and getting, like, let's say fast food, and then having that, and then their supper, and maybe their regular lunch. And they're saying to me, well, I'm sticking to my 3 meals per day. I'm sticking to a good meal frequency. I'm trying to get in good nutrients. I'm not eating that much. But the fact that if we're eating fast food, guys, it's very, very calorie dense. So high calories, very low nutrients. It's one easy way to go over your calorie maintenance. And again, if we're not eating in a deficit, we're not losing weight. So we need to make sure that we're in that calorie deficit, guys. We can do that through healthy eating. Healthy food choices. We've done it. You guys have seen the thousands of videos on this channel. You've seen, maybe listened to the hundreds of live streams that we've done. There's a ton of healthy food choices out there. It doesn't have, I brought up, chicken, rice, sweet potato, a little bit of avocado to the side, maybe some vegetables to the side as well. Then you're really going to up your quantity. Does it have to be that? No, it can be really any other food choice that's, full of nutrients, lower in calories, good fiber, things like that. We want to make sure that we're staying away from that frozen food, high calorie, low nutrients. So it makes it a lot easier to stay lower in your calories. Now, what's the other way, Coach Nate? People will ask me. The other way, other than eating a healthy diet full of vegetables, good proteins, healthy fats in moderation, because remember, fats have higher calories. 1 gram equals 9 calories when we're talking about fat. 1 gram of protein and carbohydrates is 4 calories. But the other way is we can be more active. Maybe we can go out for a walk. It's starting to get warm. Maybe you might work out. All right. Doing yoga, swimming, anything of that nature. Why? Because we are burning more calories throughout the day. We're burning more calories not only during our workout, but if you're getting about 30 to 35 minutes of working out, or let's just say movement per day, not only are you burning calories during that workout or during your hike, whatever it is, you're also going to get a nice little metabolism boost. More so than drinking lemon water, all right? And these are the videos that I'm talking about that are out there, that drink this, drink and watch belly fat melt off your body. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, or we'd all just be drinking lemon juice or apple cider vinegar or, grapefruit or any of the other plethora of videos that are out there that talk about, eat this food and you're going to lose weight. All right, remember, we have to take the whole entire picture into it. So the other one is we can be more active and burn calories that way. Alpha X, great to see you in chat. Thank you so much. Fruits and vegetables does not taste the same. Maybe in summer I will be more in salads. Salads are fine as well. Salads are a great way to add quantity, great way to make us feel more full. All right, and we're also a great way to add nutrients, help you get into that calorie deficit. So the big thing that we want to discuss today, guys, there's no magic food, there's no magic drink that we're going to be able to have. Unfortunately, a lot of people will think, having a green drink might help you to lose weight. It's going to be full of nutrients and it's very healthy for you. But unfortunately, we wouldn't even be able to spot reduce. So when it talks about belly fat loss, we're not going to be able to spot reduce. All right. So what I mean by that is just lose belly fat. We have to lose fat throughout the entire body, and then at a certain point we'll lose belly fat. We wouldn't even be able to spot reduce if we were doing strenuous exercise. So how are we going to expect to spot reduce and lose weight just by drinking lemon juice? Yes, you might get a small increase in metabolism. It's very negligible, right? Yes, you might get some fiber from it, so you might feel a little bit more full. But overall, even if you look at the studies, you have to actually read the studies and look into it. A lot of the times, it's with exercise, it's with eating a low calorie, so a deficit diet. All right, so it's already sort of proving the most important thing is these people who are losing belly fat. Yes, they might be drinking this, but they're also in a calorie deficit. They're also exercising. See how it kind of works, all kind of comes full circle. It's not particularly the lemon juice or the apple cider vinegar. It's the well-balanced diet, eating in a calorie deficit, and maybe burning a few extra calories by getting some movement in during the day. But I take high-quality multivitamin, very nice replacement, and I'm clean. Carnivore diet. Carnivore diet's interesting. Probably going to do a live stream on that. It's very, very popular as well. It's been getting more and more popular. I'd say it's almost pretty much right up there with keto and intermittent fasting. Been hearing a lot about it, especially with clients. Some apple, pears, and grapes. But it's changed for seasonal. The taste quality has changed. Yes, absolutely. If you're buying fresh, depending on the seasons, of course, if you go to, let's say, your food markets and things like that, where they're actually bringing in the food from farms, things of that nature, non-GMO, more so on the organic side, there's going to be a different in taste. Alpha X, 100% agree. I'm in clean carnivore diet. Interesting. With carnivore diet, guys, again, a lot of meat, vegetables, right? Just be careful with the grapes and everything like that, all right? But you're getting a lot of meat, things of that nature. Again, it doesn't work for everyone. It's a good way. It can be a good way to get into a calorie deficit. But another important thing that I want to make sure that we get across today in our limited time is that it does not matter what diet that you're on. Alpha X just said it. You read my mind, my friend. Thank you so much. It does not matter what diet you're on. You can be in a calorie deficit, eating a well-balanced diet, like Alpha X just said. He's proven my point here. You can be in any sort of diet and still be losing weight. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're in keto, intermittent fasting, carnivore diet, Mediterranean, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, all of the diets that are out there right now, or just eating a well-balanced diet, which includes protein, fat, carbohydrates, good fiber, nutrients, all of that great stuff. I have taken clients and helped them over a course of a year lose 80 pounds eating a well-balanced diet. I've seen people starting to lose weight, breaking through plateaus by getting on intermittent fasting. I always say, guys, the most important and the best diet for you is the one that you can maintain and the one that you can achieve your goals with. If we can achieve our goals on intermittent fasting, I think that's great. If we can do it through eating a well-balanced diet, great as well. You choose what works for you. You stick to that. All right. You have to enjoy the diet. If you're not enjoying it, you're probably not going to be sticking to it. And if you're not sticking to it, you're not losing weight. All right. And you're not going to be able to keep it off, because then you're going to be feeling so restricted. You're going to be feeling hungry. Right? And then who wants to stick to a diet where you're feeling hungry, you're feeling low energy? It can affect your sleep. It can affect our hormones negatively. We might be having higher cortisol. Insulin might be all out of whack. All right, so at the hormonal level, we need to take that into consideration as well. You know, who wants to be on a diet where we're not happy? We need to enjoy life. I always tell that to my clients as well. Stick to the diet that works, the one that allows you to reach your goals. All right, a lot of healthy foods that are in there that are going to help you to maintain a calorie deficit. Best thing for belly fat is broccoli and grapefruit, but again, high in vitamin K. Let's point that out. All right, so what Flex and Flash just said, they're interesting. Okay, best thing for belly fat is broccoli and grapefruit. You know, grapefruit is great. Remember, I've talked about in citrus fruits, all right, there's a compound, especially if you're having it in the morning, all right, having a grapefruit can, you know, potentially, not for everyone, all right, and at different levels, give you a small boost in metabolism, all right. Broccoli is broccoli. It's low in calories. It's high in nutrients, very high in fiber. It's going to help to keep you full. Now, you can eat all the broccoli you want and all the grapefruit that you want, right? But if you're going over your calorie maintenance, right, it does not matter if you're eating those foods, right? Again, have the broccoli, have the grapefruit. I think those are tremendous changes, all right? Those are tremendous food choices. Very, very healthy, full of micronutrients, full of anti-inflammatories, full of antioxidants, all of that great stuff, full of essential vitamins and minerals. But the thing is, if we're eating those foods, but the rest of our diet is not on point, then we're not going to be losing weight, guys. Okay, we're not going to be losing weight. We have to stay in the calorie deficit, and it has to be, you know, daily is an important thing, but, you know, we need more days than not, okay? More days where we're in those calorie deficits, making sure that we're not in a surplus, because let's say you're 3 days in a deficit, but then you're 3 days in a surplus. Well, you're back to maintenance. You're not going to be losing weight, and you're not going to be keeping it off. So that's the most important thing, guys. Make sure that you're doing it with a diet that you can follow, with a diet that you enjoy, and make sure that you're sticking to a calorie deficit. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, guys. I really do appreciate it. I know we went on live a little bit quick this morning. Thank you, everyone who's come in. I do appreciate it. Vince decided it's hard to get 100% organic. I agree, Alpha X. It was one of the reasons why I started my own small little garden outside. You know, very, very hard to get 100% organic. What I like to say to clients and individuals who, you know, are really focused on eating as much organic as you can, do the best that you can. Find, as you know, the foods that in the grocery store, maybe at your food markets, maybe at health food stores. Find the foods that are 100% organic, or, you know, again, is it really 100% organic? It's left to be determined, right? But try your best with that. Again, it can be very, very hard, just with, you know, like you said, the way that we are not only consuming food, but the way that we're producing food these days makes it very, very tough for 100% organic food. I will 100% agree with that. So again, guys, we need to make sure that we're in a calorie deficit. Lose weight and keep it off by doing this daily. This is being in a calorie deficit. And this is why I like working with individuals, love working with individuals one-on-one, because people will come to me and be like, well, how am I supposed to figure out my BMR? How do I figure out my total daily energy expenditure numbers? Right? How many calories should I be eating? How many meals should I be eating, and at what time? This is where we get it all figured out. So if you'd like to work with me, the link is in the description below. Again, one consultation is more than enough. I can do that in one consultation for you in 1 hour. And again, I've had numerous individuals from this channel who have, you know, done consultations and numerous consultations, because sometimes you might need a follow-up. But all I'm saying is, you know, with one consultation, you're able to get those numbers and able to figure out foods and create a meal plan that will help you to stay in a deficit. Okay, very, very easy for me to figure out BMR and TDEE. Again, if you don't know what those are, it's imperative that we're starting to think. Remember, we need mindfulness, not only in our diet, but, in how much we're eating, how much we're consuming, what's our daily intake of calories. Because again, if we want to lose weight, if we want to lose body fat, we have to be in that deficit, guys. As you say, grow your own food. Yes, Alpha X, exactly. And that's what I chose to do. Again, it can be a little bit tough, but I had last year was a huge garden. Tomatoes, green beans. I could go on and on. Peppers, kale, tons of stuff. Off the top of my head, I could just keep listing everything that we grew yesterday. Maybe a little bit smaller this year, but last year was a big year for the garden. So make sure, again, know how many calories that we're taking in as best you can. I think the easiest way to do that, all right, if you're not going to count calories, because not everyone does. Trust me, I've worked with enough people, hundreds of people, guys, where, counting calories might not always be an option, and it might not always be the easiest thing for us to do. What I would say at the least that we can do is just make sure that we're having healthy food choices. We've had a number of videos on this. We've had a number of live streams on this. What are good protein choices, carbohydrate sources, healthy fats in moderation, vegetables, fruits, fermented foods, all of that different stuff. All right. If we're getting those food choices into our diet, then we know that we're on the path to success when it comes to weight loss, because those are going to be, one, not only nutrient dense, so make sure you're getting your essential vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, fiber, but it's also going to be lower in calories. You can eat more, you're going to be healthier, and you're going to be happier. And it's going to help you to stay in that calorie deficit. Now, just again, want to thank everyone who's come in today. Everyone who's, we have a number of people in here. Appreciate you guys who are saying hi, where you're listening from. It's great to see some familiar faces in here. Thank you so much. Say hi if you're in chat. Again, don't be shy. Ask your questions, because like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a quicker stream today. But I just wanted to make sure that, I've seen so many videos. I've gotten so many questions over the last few weeks, just because we've taken a little hiatus from these live streams, from the daily videos. One of the most asked questions is, how do I lose weight? How many calories should I be eating? What do I have to do in order to lose weight? What you have to do is be in a calorie deficit. It's the most important thing. We can't be in a surplus of calories, guys, and be drinking a shot of apple cider vinegar and expect to lose weight, or have a green drink, or have lemon water, or ginger water. Tons of videos out there. You have to be in that deficit, guys. That's where I come in. That's where I can help lead you. All right, ask your questions. All right, the most important thing is be in that calorie deficit. All right. Again, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for leaving a thumbs up on the video. Again, YouTube is a funny thing, all right, with the algorithm and all of those different stuff. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I appreciate you guys leaving your comments and the likes on the videos. The other ways to support the channel, again, because we are getting into where we are going to be making daily videos, where we're going to be doing these live streams again. It's going to be coming on a regular schedule. The ways to support the channel, you can either do a super chat, do the super chat function here live on stream. You can join the channel by hitting that join button. Through that, you would get a free ebook. So there's different perks by becoming a member of the channel. All right, and that's by clicking the join button. All right, becoming a Fit Team member. I have my nutrition guide out there that comes for free for all members. I believe, all members have received that book, gotten great feedback. So it's been very, very positive. Again, just by becoming that Fit Team member, you get that free ebook. All right, the other important thing is, all right, like I said, through the super chat function. All right, and then the other thing is, all right, if you need a consultation, if you need help, all right, that's okay. All right, all of my clients, 100%, do they always enjoy coming to me for a workout? Do they always enjoy their workout? Maybe not. Do they always enjoy, having to journal? their food throughout the day? Probably not, but it creates accountability for them. You're investing in yourself. Like I said, one consultation, right, you can learn so much. It can help set you up for the next year, 5 years, 10 years. And I truly believe that, because you can find out the amount of foods that are going to be fitting for you in your diet and lifestyle. And you can learn, all right, because I do some pre-questions. You can learn how many calories you're eating and how many calories you have to eat to lose weight. And then what foods you get, food lists, things that you can put into your diet help to create a meal plan just through one consultation. All right. And again, that's how I make my living. Some people think I'm a YouTuber full time, but it's actually through, business, right? My business is through training, helping people get healthier as a nutritionist, working with individuals on a daily basis. Tammy, great to see you. Tammy, thanks. And Christine, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you coming in. Great to see some familiar faces. I know I was a little bit late getting this up, so there wasn't a huge time for a reminder to go up, but I had some free time, and I thought, you know what? It's been so long since I've been on. I want to get on here, and I've seen a bunch of videos that are claiming that, again, eat this, drink that, you're going to lose weight. And I've been getting a ton of emails, right? A ton of questions, even in comments. I saw a comment this morning. Can't remember exactly what channel, what video it was from. But again, asking about weight loss. How do I lose weight? How many calories should I have? And something just clicked into my brain. It said, let's just go on the live stream. This is the most important thing. The most important thing to lose weight and keep it off. The thing you want to shoot for daily is to be in a calorie deficit, guys. No magic food, no magic drink. All right. People will ask me, what's the best thing for weight loss? All right. If they're not talking about nutrition, the treadmill or a walk or a hike, just because you're burning calories. That's sort of a little inside joke that I have with some of my clients. But you need to make sure you're in a deficit as well. That's where it goes full circle, guys. And that's why I'm saying this is the most important thing. You can be on a treadmill for an hour, but if your diet's not on point and you're eating in a calorie surplus, that hour does not matter. You cannot outwork a poor diet. All right, let me say that again. You cannot outwork a poor diet. If your diet is not on point, all right, you still might be burning, let's say, 300 to 400 calories in that hour, whether it's rowing, being on a treadmill, walking, all right, even swimming. Let's say you're 400 calories, but let's say you're 500 calories over your maintenance level, you're still going to gain weight. You're still in a calorie surplus. If you're in a maintenance, you're still going to be staying the same weight. So we need to make sure that we're in the deficit. That's the most important thing, guys. Thank you so much again, Tammy, Alpha X, Flex and Flash, Christine. So great to have you here. Again, we're talking a little bit about what we need to do for weight loss and to keep it off, but I also wanted to point out that we're going to be getting back into these live streams, that we're going to be getting back into daily videos. I appreciate all of the support. Again, I'll just throw it out there real quick, just because YouTube can be a funny thing sometimes. If you guys enjoyed the videos, if you've gotten value from the videos, if you want to continue to see more videos, all right, a great way to support the channel is through the super chat function or through the join function, clicking that join button. Again, I like people clicking on that join button, because then you get that free ebook, the free nutrition guide. All right, simple tips for big results. All right, you can also sign up for a consultation. I think just by doing one, you're going to see great results. I've been fortunate enough to work with a number of you doing those consultations, those nutrition consultations. We even talk about at-home workouts, things that you can do to burn calories while at home. All right, 20-minute workouts 3 times a week. All right, and when I say workouts, it can just be movement. We simplify it. We look at what your needs are, if there's any limitations, if you have certain equipment. If you don't have certain equipment, you leave that all to me. All the guesswork is taken out of it. That's where you lean on me, and I can help. All right, so if you've gotten value from the videos over the years, if you're enjoying the videos, if you'd like to have more live streams, a great way to support the channel is through the super chat function and through the join button. So I do appreciate that. And coming in, of course, liking the videos, watching the videos, I do support that, guys. Those are huge. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So I know it was going to be a quicker stream today. Don't worry though, we are back on regular schedule. Ask your questions in chat, guys. Ask your questions in chat. That's what I really wanted to point out as well today. Right, you have someone who can answer your questions. I'm going to give you the best answer that I can, all right, depending on the question that you ask. And again, I do this on a daily basis. All right, I make my living off helping people to reach their goals, not even just weight loss, but even on the physiotherapy side. I have a number of clients that, their goal is to lose weight, but they're dealing with knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, things of that nature. If you're dealing with that, I can help. Right? I have a number of different clients like that, where they're being, they want to get working out. They want to be walking, but they're dealing with certain pain. All right? That's a big one. You're not going to be going for many walks if you're dealing with pain every time you walk. All right? So a lot of different options out there, guys. I like to think of myself as very well-rounded. But most importantly, the streams are coming back. The daily videos are coming back. I thank you guys so much. It's so awesome to read all the comments. I literally see all the comments. I literally see all the emails that you guys are sending me. I really appreciate it. It's incredible. It's very, very nice. Even just jumping on this morning, just checking real quick, there was 9 comments from when I checked at 7 a.m. So 2 hours ago. 7 comments, asking certain questions, emails, things of that nature. So I'm trying my best to help as many people as I can. That's the whole goal of this channel. I want to make 2022 the best year that we can. All right. I hope everyone's having a great 2022 so far. Trying to catch up with you guys as best I can. The other important thing that I want to point out, I've gotten a number of different sponsors, all right, reaching out to me. They might be listening right now. I don't know about that, guys. If I'm going to put this channel and my name behind something, it has to be something that's correct for us and something that I truly believe in. That's why you don't see any sponsors, any sponsored streams, any sponsors on the videos. All right, things of that nature. I can't tell you how many emails I get per day. And no disrespect to the people who are reaching out. If you are listening to this, it's no disrespect. It's just, I want to choose the best things and the things I believe in for you guys who are listening. And so I haven't gone that route yet. Maybe we might have to. It sort of depends based on the channel and the time that's being put into it. But your guys' support is the best way to do that. I'd rather do that. If there's something out there, and there's been companies that have been good, but of course, again, I want the best sponsors for you guys. If that's gonna happen, there hasn't. It's not that there hasn't been any good ones. It's just hasn't worked out yet. Hasn't been the best fit in my mind. So, if I know some might be listening right now. So I'll just throw that out there as well. But again, thank you so much, guys. Big tip of the day. And we can do quick streams like this more and more often. If you guys enjoy them, let me know in chat if you guys like the quicker streams. You let me know if you want streams in the morning where you guys come in, or you leave it on the community section where I post a daily post. You guys ask questions and we come in here and we answer them. We can have any format that we want. That's the great thing about YouTube, right? We can have any format that we want. Let me know if you like the shorter streams. We'll have our longer streams, at least a couple times a week, but we can get into some shorter streams as well where we ask questions and answer questions directly. So if you guys have questions, I'd love to help you out with that also. So we can keep it at, shorter streams also. It's funny, I said this is going to be a 20 to 30 minute stream. We're at 40 minutes, guys. That's what I mean. I'm trying to give as much value as I can. Remember, no secret food, no secret drink that's going to be out there to help you lose weight. You have to be in a calorie deficit. Most important thing, the best way to do that is healthy food choices, which we've talked at length in all of my videos. There's thousands of them in all of the live chats, hundreds of them for hours. There's hours and hours out there. Healthy food choices, because they're going to be lower in calories, higher in nutrients, help you to stay in that deficit, and then stay away from those, sugar, fast food, chips, things of that nature. Every once in a while, of course, we're going to have that, but we don't want to make it a habit. We don't want to be having it every day or multiple times a week. We need to make sure that we're limiting that, guys. So thank you so much for joining me today. I know it was a quick video or live stream. I keep saying video, but we're live stream right now. I know I wasn't able to get the reminder up, but you know what? I had some extra time this morning. I thought, let's get on. Let me get talking to you guys. Let me just express that we are going to be starting the live streams again. Thank you so much to Flex and Flash, Alpha X, Tammy, great to see you in here. Christine, great to see you in here. I appreciate all of you. Everyone listening. I mean, I can't believe how many people are listening right now. You know, it's tough to get people coming in here and listening to a discussion on nutrition. Like I said, you guys are at the top of the food chain, no pun intended. But you guys are in here early morning listening to nutrition discussion. Congratulations to you guys, because trust me, you're the top 5, maybe even the top 1% of individuals who are willing and, you know, receptive to nutrition information to improve your life, to improve your health. And something that's very, very important to me, and I think it should be important to everyone as we see, you know, heart disease go up, diabetes, all of that stuff. I could go on and on. We'll end the stream here, guys. Thank you so much. Again, I know it was a little bit quicker. I'll make sure I get the reminder up faster next time, but I thought I'd just hop on, give a quick chat to you guys. Tip of the day: to lose weight and to keep it off, calorie deficit. Don't go too low. Make sure that, you know, once you hit your weight loss goal, you don't have to just keep losing weight. You can go back to maintenance, all right? We don't want to stay in a deficit for too long, so let's point that out also, all right? Maybe if you haven't quite hit your goal yet, go back to maintenance, all right? So you're not in a deficit for, like, let's say 6 to 8 months. Might need a reset, all right? Don't be afraid of that as well, going back to maintenance, and then you can get back into a deficit. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I always love hearing your voice and the good info. Well, thank you very much, Christine. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the kind comments. Thank you, everyone, for the comments in here. Big shout out to Alpha X, Flex and Flash, Susan. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Tammy, to Christine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone who's going to be listening to this later on, because it will be going up on the channel. Appreciate you guys. Expect more live streams in the future. I appreciate all of the support. I look forward to talking to you guys at longer length in the long form discussions, and I look forward to, you know, those daily videos going up for you guys and reading your comments. Email me if you need some help. Would love to work with you. I'm now taking roller skating lessons. I think this is a good, absolutely, Susan. Great movement, awesome. And if you enjoy it, even better, because you'll keep going back to it, and you'll certainly burn some calories doing that. So congratulations to you. That's what I mean. If you don't like yoga, if you're not a big fan of, you know, going to a gym, roller skating, do something that you enjoy, something that you can stay consistent with, and it all goes back to the same thing that we've talked about with diet. So let's end it there, guys. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate all of you. Look for more live streams. I'll give the reminder a lot quicker, probably the night before, to be honest with you. And we'll get into some really good discussions, some new information that I've found, some new studies that are coming out, and then even just some more information on healthy food choices for you guys. Appreciate you. Have a good week. We'll probably come back on, I would say, by the latest Thursday, definitely at the latest Friday. I'll try on Wednesday. Wednesdays are usually my heavy days right now. But again, I'll get on here as often as I can answering your questions. So congratulations again to you, Susan. Thank you so much, everyone who's listening, who came into chat today. Appreciate you all. Have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.